good morning, greetings and salutations. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the 7 Dooms for Sandpoint, our titular Sandpointian adventure featuring these wonderful and amazing people who are my Patreons, who support the channel, keep the lights on, and allow me to do all these weird, wacky, wonderful, and crazy things. Guys! Say hello to the folks at home. Let me try that again. Try saying hello again once I've unmuted you.
No.
That'd be helpful. Good morning.
Hello.
I just thought you were going to have people with identity crisis at the bottom.
Maybe. I mean, could be either. I mean, it's just, yeah. All right. Well, it's so good to see you guys. It's so good to see our lovely audience here as well. Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are doing good. Now, before we kick off, we have some other people to thank for the stream. We have, of course, the sponsors. We have a ton of people who help keep the Dead Aussie Gamer channel alive and looking as schmick as it is. First of all, we have Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen here. All of the character tokens, all of the stuff there you can see is made using an amazing 3D model making software that allows you to create, design, and bring to life your very own characters. And that's what we did for all of our characters. Which I apparently have you two in the wrong spot. There we go.
Oh, so I'm going to describe myself as a Vander today.
That's fine. I was going to play Peyton. I run into the trap. I don't check. I run.
Neo, he's hurting your feelings with actual references to the things you do in real life. That's the worst kind of insult. You have to hit him back.
Wait, I run a trap in real life. I'm just constantly hitting rigs.
Neil, there's a reason why I think that there should be a court order that prevents you from using anything sharper than a pillow or a Brillo pad.
Well, I think that might be a bit too, dangerous.
Maybe. I reckon if anyone could kill themselves with a scrub daddy, it'd be Neil. Anyway. So yes, we have Hero Forge. Don't know how we got into that, but anyway, we then have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. All of our maps, all of our tokens, all of our dice rolling and stuff like that is made in an amazing VTT that allows me to connect to my players so that we can play online, do all the cool and amazing stuff that we do. So there's that. It also gives me a lot of space to be able to focus on what really matters in my roleplay, which is engaging with the story and my players and leaving all the heavy lifting of the rules lawyering to the machine, because the machine will do it. And then, of course, we have our lovely soundscape from Sirenscape, because every epic game deserves to sound epic, and there is no better way to immerse my players than with a awesome kick-ass soundtrack to kill monsters and baddies to, or to make them cry. Because that's sometimes fun. There you go. Yeah, when the machine works. You're right, School. Yeah. It's there. You know, it's like one of those things. You gotta give it a good wang on the side, like the fawns every once in a while. It'll work. All right. Now, of course, every role-playing game is a collaborative storytelling experience which features the heroes, the protagonists of the story, telling the tale through their eyes. And the people who are driving this vehicle are, of course, my players. So to tell you about these characters while I ingest this beverage and try to avoid choking is none other than my lovely patrons, these guys. Starting with Scully, who plays Cindarial.
Yes, our emotionally scarred cleric of Siren Ring, who's has so many histories.
Physically scarred.
And physically, yes, she is physically scarred as well. Even going back to her earliest days when she was a little young acolyte, who even helped, was effectively studied under Nualia herself to a certain degree, as we found out several sessions back. And has been effectively on her path to redeem her old mentor and friend, and is using all of her pain and suffering to try and change the lifestyle of the people in town, including making friends with those previously very nasty goblins who turn out to be quite nice if you speak to the right tribe.
Hello, I'm Avarian. I play Artemis Vander, a fella unstuck from time, once a scholar and librarian at the Traveling Academy, now found himself stuck in Sandpoint during the Seven Dooms, and has just recently noticed that things are not unfolding the way he had studied. and he's pretty sure it's Navander's fault.
Hello, I'm Neil from Immersion Diversion. Peyton is a townsfolk member, or towns member. Grew up here. It is his hometown. And lots of things have been happening. Um, yeah, he actually just lost one of his childhood best friends. And he also has I think last session he died at the same time that she did. Um, he had a little conversation with his father that he didn't realize was his dad at the time in Elysium, I think it was, right? Is what you said?
That is correct. He was in Elysium.
Yeah. Yeah. And so now he has rewoken, seen his now passed away uh childhood friend, and he has passed out, and we will find out what happens next. Because I still don't know.
And hi everyone, I'm Matt from All Things Fantasy, and I play Navander, the Magus Ranger of the Sable Company of Marines here in the Sandpoint hinterlands. Whilst everyone else is talking about redeeming Nawalia's soul and letting her finally rest in the afterlife, Navander's like, nah, screw that. She tried to burn the town down. She's definitely working for the goddess of monsters and evil and Mashtu. Navander's like, nah, mate. Nah, she is definitely the one behind the 7 dooms of Sandpoint. She's trying to finally rid the world and burn Sandpoint as a dark offering to further gain some unknown power in the afterworld. So, Navander knows this for sure. Navander knows that Nawalia is behind it. So he is doing what he can to stop Nawalia's evil plan and make sure that Sandpoint can finally be at peace.
All right, I love it. Okay, well, this is our group of characters. Look, we do have our donations that we do have for the channel and stuff like that. But I think I've got a lot of really, really in-depth stuff to get through today. So I'm just going to put the donations up here. As you guys know, we have the hero points, the plot twists, the natural 20s, the boss buff, and the harrow thing. If you have questions about them, ask. I'll clarify them in chat. But I will tell you that the secret menu item for today is actually going to be a... it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be I guess a reintroduction to the mayoral campaign behind Mayor Devon, the town's current mayor, which is it's Mayor Devon, isn't it? Kendra Devon, yeah, Kendra Devon, and of course the fast and smooth talking Nathaniel Crookshank. So hopefully we'll get to see that as a secret menu item coming into a proper full swing of things, seeing a major change in what is happening with this town of Sandpoint and what it's hopefully going to be going to do in the near future. I know that's very, very vague. I wish I can give you guys more, but long story short, big thing happened, political thing happened, everything now changed to political thing. That's what'll happen. So yeah, it's a very in-depth secret menu item. But I'm so focused on this thing. So we're gonna do this thing first, and then if I remember and you want to know more about the secret menu item, I'll give you a better description. But for now, let's get into the game. That's how excited I am for today, right? Like I'm fucking up my own. Like this is my bread and butter. I'm like, fuck off. I don't need to make money today. Let's do this game. Okay. So without any further ado. Hopefully this music's gonna sound boss. Okay. We return to Sandpoint. Gray clouds hang loose over the air. A rain begins to pour. a procession of the townsfolk gather as they lead a path through the town and to the cathedral. This is a little bit too... A hero comes home in their shield. Let me try it again. Alright, let's try this one. Okay, there's birds. Good.
The Sandpoint double birds. No.
Ooh, maybe...
Ooh.
Let's try this one. Frickin' birds.
Boy, don't
Seagulls.
diss birds, all right?
Seagulls.
Dazzle me here so quickly.
Okay, let's try... Let's try this one. Hello?
Hello.
Musica?
Hi.
Well, it says it's playing something, so... I think it just needs to wind up. Okay, so... Gray skies. Rain begins to fall. 2 rows of the townsfolk, all dressed in dark grays and blacks, holding candles, sheltered by these little lids that they hold on top of them. The bell of the cathedral sounds. A coffin is being guided by several pallbearers as they make their way through the town, rested on which a laurel wreath. In the center, a picture of none other than Misha. As the townsfolk each lay a flower as they pass the coffin past the townsfolk, eventually before the cathedral, we see the priests, mostly the apprentices, standing with Titus and Maro side by side as they await with Cinderial. They offer a comforting hand on your shoulder to try and ease the pain. They knew that you were close with both Peyton and Misha. Navander, you are a little bit away from the procession. These sorts of things for the townsfolk are very personable, and you know that people are at the moment a little tense about your group, and to have you return with one of their own in this state, you kind of felt like it would be better to simply observe from a distance. Artemis, you, however, are mixed in feelings. You did not know Misha from the stories that you had read from the library of Korbeslani. As far as you're aware, this person who died was a footnote in history. And yet this whole town, in some miracle, has gathered out to celebrate the passing of this individual. Someone who, at least as far as history is concerned, should have been unremarkable. This is the first time you lay eyes on someone very unusual, and that is one of the pallbearers, who looks exactly like Peyton. But is not Peyton, because you know where Peyton is. Inside the cathedral itself, on one of the beds, broken and injured, Peyton watches from a window, bedridden by the priests that are here. as he sees the funeral procession eventually reach the graveyard. The bell tolls yet again. Cinderio, did you wish to say something? I am more than happy to perform the funeral rites, says Maro.
I, I, I have the feeling that if I tried to speak it'd probably come from me rather than from what needs to be said at this moment, and I don't know if I could actually say everything without breaking down in front of everyone.
That's all right. Leave it with me. And if you feel like speaking, it's all right. Maro steps in front of the crowd. Good people of Sandpoint, you may not know me yet, but my name is Maro. And under the watchful star of Pharasma's gaze, we are gathered here not to mourn or to wallow in sorrow, but to celebrate the life that was Misha. She was a daughter of this great town, a daughter to us all in many ways. Sandpoint has known many troubles. The fire which took her parents took so much more, but it did not stop her from persevering, from sharing her golden spirit with all of you. The reason the town has gathered the way it has is because all of you in some way, shape, or form have been touched by the spirit that is this remarkable woman. Whether it was receiving her remedies during times of ill health, a comforting word perhaps shared when a person needed it most, or a friendship, a bond created and sustained over many years through good times and bad. However it was, we knew Misha. One thing is truly clear, and that is she was loved. Pharasma tells us that what awaits us in our boneyard is the true end that we deserve. And we gather now here in prayer that Pharasma may, in her infinite wisdom, return Misha to where she can once again spread light and joy and love the way that she truly deserves, after living a life so full of that same love she gave. Mara then begins to recite a prayer of the dead. She then invites anyone who wishes to come and say a few words. A few townsfolk do indeed step up. The nun who runs the orphanage says a few words on her memories and her knowledges about Misha. Some of the people who she had helped with her medicine as well speak up, as does her neighbor. A couple of these people you recognize as people who had grown up in the orphanage with Peyton and alongside Sindariel as well during younger ages. With no one else speaking, Maro then steps forward. As is the tradition, her body shall be laid to rest here, but there will be a period of time before we descend her back into the embrace of the Avistanian soil of which she was born. Anyone who would like to place offerings may do so, and by the sunset, so too will her body be set upon the stone. At this point, most of the people then sort of leave, going back to their things in town. A few people go up to the coffin. You hear the sounds of people crying. They stay for a little while before leaving as well. Maro goes to see Cinderiel and stands with you until the last of the mourners leave. It is only then that you are invited to say your goodbyes.
So it's just Daryl and Morrow at this point.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Artemis and Navander are also in the vicinity as well. Peyton is inside the building and can obviously see the proceedings and stuff. Peyton will get to get a chance a little later on.
Yeah. Okay. So Cinderella's parting words is she gently rests a hand on the top of the coffin. Something tells me that your soul was just burning too bright that it couldn't keep going. I guess this is the pain for burning too bright and you end up going for not long enough. Which is ironic coming from me, I guess. Hopefully it's not too dark. Wherever you wake up to. With that, she'll step back.
Okay. Navander, do you wish to approach, or are you just continuing to watch?
Navander and Artemis are sitting next to each other, right?
Yeah, close enough vicinity.
Yeah. Navander will shake his head, sigh. You know, she was on borrowed time anyway. It's sad, but you got to think about the things that she did. Think of the good things she did.
I didn't know well enough to know anything. But I'll take your word for it.
Nothing in that book of yours to say something like this would happen?
It's not a how-to guide. But I will tell you what's interesting is she wasn't mentioned at all.
So your book doesn't tell the future, it just tells a possible future.
Is becoming, well, a problem, I think.
Okay. Or at least we know the limits of it. We know not to rely on it.
Like all information, it's up to the interpreter to determine what it means, and history to correct it.
You know, I know a guy who loves theology. You and him will just probably talk for hours, I guess. His name Westonson. You'll love him.
I've met him. He's an interesting fellow. He may not have gotten off on the best foot to begin with, but...
Couple of mint waters would help that immensely, I believe.
I'm sure that could be arranged.
As the two of you continue your discussion, the you notice something odd about the town. There's a chattering that seems to happen surrounding talks about an event happening in the morning. Now is the time that something is going to happen, or like this is just the tip of the iceberg. Someone has to take responsibility. Someone has to step up. Lots of these little kind of phrases are being thrown around by random people. Not the same people, but like just different people. But as the sun sets, Peyton, you are being looked at by one of the acolytes who, says that you're well enough to stand and to go about your business. He asks that you come back and, it's at some point or another for a checkup. They just want to make sure everything's okay. Generally speaking, there's a thing called resurrection sickness, when someone is basically brought back from the brink of death. So they just want to make sure that you're not going to, suffer any adverse effects from your expedition.
Hey, don't worry, I don't plan on doing anything for a little while.
Okay.
I just want to go see her.
Of course. They hand you a crutch to use, and we'll let you on your way.
I just slowly huddle my way on the crutch over outside.
You approach, your footsteps crunching the soil on the dirt path that leads to the grave. The tombstone already carved with Misha's details on it. Already several plants have been kind of laid here, not just flowers to die, but actually to grow along with the soil. The coffin stands in front of you. It is dark oak and cold.
I think Peyton would just... He's still processing what happened, and so he can't really think of anything to say until about... I think he'd be sitting there for a while, too, because... Until eventually he says... I finally understand what you meant. He starts cheering up. You just wanted me to find something for me. You didn't want me to be helping other people. You wanted me to help myself in a way. I'm so sorry I didn't realize it sooner. I just... He doesn't really have anything on him that he has to give to her. Except he wanted to grab some of those blue spider lilies.
Mm-hmm. Yep, not a problem.
And I remember her saying that the blue spider lilies was a variant of the red ones, so he kind of wanted to grab some, like a mixture of the red and the blue. But I don't
Sure.
know if
Let's
there
say
were
that
any
you-
red ones around.
Let's say that throughout the day you asked some of the acolytes to procure you some, and they managed to do so.
Okay. I think I'd put some of these blue in, or hold all the bundles that I found, or was able to get, of the blue and red spider lilies on her grave. I think I just sit there for the next half hour just saying nothing.
Okay. The rain does continue to pour as you sit in silence. There isn't much in the way of shelter that can protect you from, obviously, the downpour.
That's fine.
Cinderial, you see... actually, I'll say that everyone at some point or another, can see Peyton in this state. If you would like to go and say or do anything.
Knowing how hard it is to lose something you love, Navander would just kind of put like an oiled cloak over Peyton, pat him on the shoulder.
Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize I was muted. And Sindora will just keep watch from the distance to make sure that no one else tries to disturb him and pull him away before he gets whatever grief is he needs to vent.
Mm-hmm. Artemis?
I'm going to watch quietly from the distance, taking notes on a little scrap of paper with a pen or pencil. Don't really think I need to step on their toes during what is obviously a private ceremony, but it is academically intriguing as to the differences that I'm seeing, and I'm right now kind of detaching. So the stuff has happened that I wasn't prepared to have happen or know it, so I am distancing myself and becoming more of a rational individual than accepting what's currently going on.
All right. You do so. Eventually, as the sun sets, a figure steps out and begins to pull on a crank that lowers the coffin into the grave. At first, it seems fine until you hear this screeching, terrifying, awful, rusty metal sound as it starts to pull downwards. And eventually there is a sudden drop. Not like a massive one, just a little one as well. Just the mechanism just failing and stuff.
Gotta tell Sindara to oil those.
Ah, a terrifying and yet expected and such a delicate life. She shall be missed. As you see a familiar figure who is operating the crank. A robed undertaker with wet hair and razor-sharp teeth. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust and all that. Oh, she would have made a lovely wife. Pity. It happens once in a while.
I just look at him when he says that. And then I go back to looking at the coffin.
Well, you know what they say. A life well lived is one that ends here. He gestures, and as he does so, you watch as a shovel kind of appears in his hand. He begins to pour soil over the coffin. As he does his work, he says, "Now, Peyton, this terrible tragedy was something we couldn't predict, now wasn't it? Could have happened to anyone." And as he shovels each clump of dirt, he says, "Could have happened to that priest friend of yours, the knife-wielding dwarf, maybe? Ooh, That pretty elf lady you just rescued. She could have gone as well. What a terrible shame it wasn't one of them instead of your lovely and beautiful friend. Well, beautiful for now. Doesn't last much longer once dirt's on it. Pats
What do you want? Your music box back?
Is that how you think it works?
Fuck you.
Do you, like, what do you do with the music box?
I throw it at him.
Okay, you throw it at him. As he does, there's a flash of silver in his eyes. He says, "Now, Peyton, is that the way to treat someone who did you a favor? You want to back
I
out
don't
of
think
your
it wasn't a
deal?"
favor anymore.
Oh, yeah, because you couldn't keep your lovely lady alive. That's somehow my problem. I saved her from turning into pieces of chopped up dog food, if you remember correctly.
Don't talk that way about her.
Oh, what, maggot? As he says this, you actually watch the shadows turn off the moon. There is silence. The birds do not make noise. Sindariel, Artemis, and Navander, wherever you are in the city, you also notice the pitch black that suddenly hits the town of Sandpoint. A moment later, you watch as he straightens his glasses. Pardon. I didn't come here to fight. Or to mock your grief. He bends down and picks up the music box. And he walks
I do
back.
think that him doing that brings Peyton back to his senses. Like, Peyton is a little on edge now. Like, oh shit.
He picks up the box and he dusts it off. He then walks up to you while you're stunned and holds it out. He raises an eyebrow, but he seems to have lowered his threatening mask.
Out of surprise, I grab it back, I guess? Or, like, if he's just kind of shoving it into me, I kind of instinctively
he's
grab
not.
it, like...
Yeah, no, he's not
Okay.
shoving it into you. He's just holding it out. He
I
says...
just take it from him, then, I guess?
He says, "Don't worry. Your deal is still sound. And the ring... Well... The ring may have had a lapse. Technically, you should be in the ground next to her. A true romantic end to everything. But something's protected you. Something's usurped the power I put in that little thing there. But I don't know what it is. I just wanted to make sure that you understood that just because she's down there, you understood that that ring is not just your connection to her, but a deal struck with me. And until that deal is complete, I expect that you'll be continuing to do fine work. Unless you wish for me to find another way to exact a pound of flesh from you, Peyton."
Peyton swallows a lump down his throat. No, it's quite alright.
Wonderful!
I'm sorry I lashed out.
No, it's understandable. Moods get this way. I do find that this tends to help when people get upset. And he whips something out of his jacket and thrusts it into your hand. You look down at it.
Well,
And
if
you
he thrust
see-
it into me, I grabbed it instinctively.
And you see you've actually got a bar of chocolate. By the time you look up, he's gone. As if he were never there.
I take a bite.
It's delicious. It's sweet. It's chocolatey. Very, very sugary. Very sweet.
I guess I keep eating it now that I've sort of gotten a little bit of composure back.
All right.
but still look down at the grave, and I'm like, I'll do better. I promise.
Okay.
And then Peyton turns away and he grabs his crutch and makes his way back to the church. Oh no, but they said I'm good, so I think
You can go back home. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Which, of course,
I'll
you're
go
living
back
with
to
Evander,
Navanders.
so, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a problem. That evening, you are cooked a very warm meal by Shalelu, who actually invites both Cinderial and Artemis to dine with them. We're going to just have a moment here where I'm going to say that, just cinematically, no one talks about Misha. No one talks about the dungeon. No one talks about the Dooms. No one talks about Nualia. No one even talks about why there's so much, like, goblin chow littered around the home. For an evening, a perfect evening, you just enjoy each other's company. You laugh, you regale each other with things of varying interests. You learn a little bit more about Artemis and his very unique pastimes and the like. You share talks about old girlfriends and new adventures, and there is this moment of pure and unadulterated joy as you enjoy this meal, knowing full well that tomorrow will bring another day and it will be back to the way things were. The morning arises, and you're all welcomed by the sounds of fanfare blaring from the center of town.
What was the event that was happening today?
As
Or
far
is
as you
there
know,
an
there
event?
was. As far as you know, there
Okay,
was
yeah.
no event.
Evander rolls over, groans. Do I have to get up?
Shalelu says, "Yes, dear. Yes, you do. I mean, look, there's a lot to be done, and as far as I know, the livestock need to be taken care of and the like, and I've been cooped up in a dungeon for the better part of a few weeks now, so I'll take care of that, and you go see to your friends."
All right. Well,
She kisses you
take
on the
your time
cheek,
today.
and yeah, we'll get ready to get out.
take your time. Don't rush through it. Evander will get dressed. Stop banging on Peyton's door. If I'm getting up, you're getting up.
Can I say Peyton's not actually in there, as he woke up a little early?
Sure. Navander, you open the door. Peyton is not in sight.
His bed is made, though.
At least he's keeping it tidy.
Cool. All right. Cinderial, at the church, you also awaken, and just outside of the cathedral is where the hubbub seems to be collecting. The sounds of construction work and building seems to be what wake you rudely from your slumber.
Scenario is probably more cursing of so much joy on the back of such immense sorrow for her.
Mm.
But she does know that some people, that's how they react and how they have to move on.
Mm.
Probably not wanting to go down proper, she'd go to the nearest window to look out and see what's actually going on.
Well, there's actually no window to look out into the front courtyard. You'd actually have to go to the front entrance because of the way that because if you can see, like pretty much here is where the living quarters are for the priests.
Yep.
This is where the
so it's actually on the other side. Okay.
Yeah. So that's where it is. So you'll have to actually go into the church and out the front. But when you get there, you see that several stages are being built and prepared as if there was a festival that was going on, except it appears to be a mayoral campaign. 2 large banners, one red, one blue, one representing Mayor Kendra Devron, the town's local mayor, and the other representing the soon-to-be hopeful Mayor Prospect Nathaniel Crookshank, or Cookshank. There are people handing out flyers, people handing out little badges and stuff as they prepare for for something. One of the priests walks past you, one of the apprentice guys, and they seem to be hurriedly moving around. Oh, busy day, busy day. Got to get everything ready, got to clean up the altars, make sure there's room for prayer. Clear out the donation boxes, make sure that they're empty so that we can have more donations coming through. Yeah, okay, this. Yeah, we should be fine.
Yeah, Sandra would just say, maybe keep the side door open just in case people want to get in without going through this crowd.
Oh, yeah, of course. Great idea. Thanks, priestess. And then they'll make their way over to do that as well. Artemis, you awaken in the inn where, people are gathered around and stuff like that. And a lot of people are talking about going to the mayoral debate. It's about time, like things shook up around town. Like the Devrons have been in charge of Sandpoint for a long time, but you know what? Like, Kendra's been doing a great job. We love Kendra. There's nothing about her, but maybe she's just cursed. Maybe some sort of witch or voodoo thing. Some fresh blood. That'll be what we need.
I will pay rapt attention to the discussion in the common room of the inn. Try to figure out which side is favored amongst the local
right
discussions.
now, a lot of people have favored change.
Understandable.
Yeah, a lot of people are favoring change at the moment. Like I said, no one's got a bad thing to say about Kendra, but that she's had just some really, really bad luck is a gross understatement.
I will casually throw into the conversation, try not to draw too much attention to myself. I'll just mention things like one perspective could be these events would have happened regardless who was mayor, and luck may have nothing to play or had less influence on the events that occurred as they would expect. Then a little later, I'll try to even out the discussion by bringing up things like how stable she was, how she faced these dooms going forward, and so on and so forth.
They'll kind of listen and the like, and a few people, like people will pay attention, when they're having these discussions. This is a very small town, and everyone kind of knows each other, and yeah, they kind of accept that, there's maybe some sense to what you're saying. At this point in time, you also notice that one of the servers, a very lazy server, in fact, seems to be picking their teeth as they say it doesn't really matter who's in charge, whoever says that they're in charge, doesn't matter, like this Artemis guy is onto something. You can give anyone the funny hat, and it won't stop, a dragon from burning the city down.
Not wrong. A bit pessimistic, but you're not wrong.
They look at you and raise an eyebrow.
Although I will point out there's been very few dragon sightings recently.
Everyone in the tavern goes at the same time. It's like a whole crowd of them going.
I'll curl a little bit of a smile, but just it's hidden by my mustache, so it looks like I'm more straight-faced. But I'm very pleased with the fact that I've roused the rabble.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a dragon currently staying in that inn or something?
Yeah, it's Crystal.
That was Crystal who was speaking just then, and making a point of,
cleaning her teeth.
Now, I don't think the townsfolk know that Crystal is the Fortune Dragon, because the Fortune Dragon disguised themselves as the server at the Red Dragon Inn. The Rusty Dragon Inn. But everyone does remember when Crystal first showed up and sat in the middle of town and demanded tribute from Devon and the Scarnetti and stuff like that, which was like 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, less than.
Yeah, or less than.
I'd be kind of versed in those events, which is why I'm kind of smirking a bit, and I'll kind of spot a Crystal at the same time as I'm sitting there in the room.
Oh,
smirking.
you wouldn't know Crystal is a fortune dragon. No one knew.
Okay.
No one knows about that. Yeah.
In which case, I'll just smirk.
All right. Now, Peyton, you are feeding the animals on Nevander's farm when Shilelu approaches, also preparing to feed and look after stuff. She sees you and says, "Oh, Peyton, you're up early.
Oh,
you don't
good
have
morning,
to do that.
Shilelu.
Oh, you don't have to do that, dear. You're a guest."
Are you sure? I felt that,
Look, of course. Look, you've been through so much, and how are you? You doing okay? I mean, it's a bit facetious to say, but hopefully you're doing as well as you can.
I mean, I'm doing my best. I mean, I know that, like, a lot happened, especially like a day ago. But I've kind of learned what I need to do now, and I just, at least for this once, for thanking you to let me stay at your home, I wanted to help out.
Well, that is very kind of you. Look, they'll never say it, but you help out plenty. This thing that Navander's doing, this whole Shilelu Doom thing, I've asked around town about it, and there's been a lot of mixed feelings. And it sounds like the danger that you guys have faced has been, well, dangerous, to say the least.
Yeah.
But you've been fighting by my husband's side every step of the way. You, Peyton, do not need to work to earn a spot in my home. You know that, right?
Thank
Anyone
you.
who puts their life on the line for my husband will always have a place here. That idiot in the shed, however, that's a different matter, because now everything smells like toxic chemicals and the animals are getting angry. So thank you for feeding the animals this morning, but you don't have to in the future. And I'm going to go and use the time that I now have to go and take to task the dwarf that is squatting in my shed.
Maybe I could help clean Westinson's area and help him keep it less smelly.
Now, why
okay,
don't you go?
Okay, I gotcha.
She says, "Go on, away with you then."
Okay. I have to find something that I enjoy, because that's what you wanted.
Nice. Oh, I heard there's a festival in town.
I guess that's a good start.
Oh, why don't you take Navander? He could definitely stretch his legs.
I'll do my best. I'll head inside. Thank you, Shilelu. Yeah,
yep, that's my name.
Right? Sorry, no, that was me. That was Neil. I was like,
yep.
Yeah.
All right, she waves you on. Okay.
Peyton's got a little bit more of a step in his feet.
As the morning continues to move on, eventually you will all reunite in the middle of the area that in question, like kind of being made for the festival. A mayoral campaign, a debate is about to occur here. People have set up little stalls. There's meats. There's music. There's a whole bunch of really, really cool stuff. And while you can see sort of shaking hands and kissing babies and doing all that, Nathaniel is working the crowd as best he can. There's no sign of Kendra, however.
Snare will try to approach one of Kendra's supporters, at least once to pick up her stage.
Sure. You approach a familiar dwarf. Well, if it isn't Sindariel. I hope the weather treats ye fair, lass. I know that recently ye had a loss in the family. Difficult that, especially when you grow up without one. Makes you value them all the more. Are you doing well? You look shaky and borderline ready to cry. You about to cry, lass?
It's been an emotional few days.
Aye,
Let's just-
it has. You know, there's nothing sissy about crying. Dwarves cry sometimes, like when they stick their foot in a puddle of lava. The old
Cinderella
man
will
cried
try to-
once when he found out that
Cinderella-
I was born a man and not a girl. He cried for 3 days, he did. Said, not another feckin' boy.
Is that why you put your foot in the lava to try and give you a different slant in life?
Oh, aye. He picks up his peg leg and you can see he's got...
That's why. He lost his foot.
Sorry.
Hey, sorry, real quick. Welcome in Mimsalot with your party of 13.
Excuse
Thank
me.
you so much for coming and joining us with your community. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time. Geez, where do we even begin? My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. And we are playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, the 7 Dooms for Sandpoint. Presently, our heroes are at a festival that is supposed to be the launching of a mayoral campaign debate for the town of Sandpoint between Kendra Devrin, this person over here, and Mayor Nathaniel Cookshank, who is this individual here. Very dapper fellow. Our heroes, Cinderial, the priest of Sarenrae, the goddess of light. Artemis, the librarian from a Fey library. Peyton, our townsfolk person who is pretty strong, a fightery kind of character, and Navander the ranger are all currently in the midst of the town, sort of gauging how things are going. Cinderella is currently in a conversation with a supporter for Mayor Kendra, who is the current town mayor, who apparently hasn't turned up yet, which is very odd. Everyone's also dealing with the loss of an NPC ally of the group. They just had their funeral the previous night and are currently, just kind of dealing with that as well. So, that's where we're at. So, you're all caught up. I hope your game went well. I hope your stream went well. What were you up to? You're playing Scarlet Hollow. Ooh. I haven't played that, but I am very, very interested. I hope your stream went well. Let me know the stuff. Let me know what was your highs on your stream? What were your lows on the stream? Yeah, and if you have any questions for if chat has any questions or anything like that, throw them out there as well. We are very friendly here. We love our raiding friends, especially people like Mim. Mim's amazing. By the way, also, if you haven't checked out Mim's stream, I have been there myself and lurked from time to time. Do check them out. They're a lot of fun. Very, very cool, chill, happy vibes all the way. So there you go. Okay. Back to Cinderella and your conversation with the former pirate Granlog Iron Grog.
Okay, I appreciate I might have been out of loop. Obviously, I didn't know this thing was happening. How long has this festival been in the works for?
Oh, the festival? Well, I mean, probably about 3 days now. When that dapper fellow, what's his name, Nathaniel, he came into town. He said, things need to shake up a little bit. Asked some questions. He did some good ones as well. Things like, when was the last time a mayor was voted in? This whole idea of democracy became apparent. I don't know why I've become Welsh, but now I am. I've shifted my accent from being a pirate to a Welshman. Now.
It's just a different part of the Isles.
It's a different part of the Isles altogether. He goes, but as soon as people started hearing about it, they couldn't help but want to get stuck into the muck of it. Talks about debating the matters at hand and how to help the town of Sandpoint amidst all these terrible catastrophes that are happening.
Okay, and I assume Mayor Devlin was actually told about this?
Oh, aye, yes. No, she's been working hard on her arguments and stuff. She's been very, very excited. She's not one person to kind of, sway away from, being challenged for her position either. She seemed to have a very firm idea of the things that she wanted to talk about and how she wanted to approach, saying that she was still very suitable for the role, all that.
Now, I'm going to assume Cinderella would know about any past histories, so shut me down if I get this completely wrong.
Go ahead.
Well, and of course, with her history, there's always been a few elements that didn't like her leadership. So,
Oh, yeah.
assuming she made the right precautions to make sure that no one stopped her from showing up.
Oh, look, the Devrons have been around for since the beginning of Sandpoint. I mean, maybe. Look, she's a very trusting individual. Now that you mention it, I think it might be a good idea to check up on her. Why don't you take your group of pit dweller people, whatever you want to call yourselves or whatever, why don't you go just knock on her door and make sure she's okay? You know where she stays, right?
Oh, unfortunately, we've been there more than
the mayor's
times.
house, the big mayor house.
Yeah, and we've been called there more times than I care to count.
Okay, well, I'll try and buy some time down here and stuff. But you just yeah.
With a very heavy sigh, Cinderella will start walking, I guess, to Novander's house because that's where she thinks everyone would probably be at this time in the morning.
Yep. Oh no! They're congregating to this area. So
everyone else is congregating.
Yeah. So you can see. So eventually, Cinderella, you can see Artemis and Peyton and Navander, and fill them in on what transpired with that conversation.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything they want to add, or are we going to go to the mayor's house?
I think Peyton just says, "I sure hope we don't have another Father Rain situation on our hands."
Oh, Father Reagan, you mean?
Reagan, yeah, sorry.
I think what you mean to say is, I hope she isn't murdered.
Are you saying?
No, that's what I.
Yeah, you saying that you think she might be murdered, Peyton? It's a big step.
What else has happened? There's a lot of stuff that's been happening in this town recently.
Given the nature of this thing, it could also just be someone's stopping or turning up to turn everyone's attention.
True. It could just be sick.
Doesn't care.
Maybe she drank some of the water by accident.
Well, if she was sick, I would assume she should at least send her attendant to tell the crowd that.
Well, we might as well go check up on her then. Let's head over there.
Okay. You make your way over to the mayor's house, which, for those of you who are following on our little mappity map, takes you from the festival lands around and out of the town, technically, across the river and to this quarter here, where you end up at the Devon estate. There you go to the door and begin to knock on the heavy iron door knocker. At first, there is no sound. Then you knock again. This time, a scream from within.
I'm going to pull those doors open really quick.
The doors are locked.
The man is going to jump in through a window.
Looking at a window, you find one. You, presumably, as a smart individual, take out your bow and sort of smash the window and break the glass before leaping.
Probably the crowbar. Don't want to damage.
Easy.
Yeah.
Smashing it with the crowbar and then just, sort of dusting off the sharp points of glass. And I presume everyone else follows?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Leaping in through the window, you begin to make your way inside. You stop to listen and try to hear where the scream came from. You then hear several large bangs against wood. Something seems to be hitting it quite hard. And another scream. It's coming from upstairs. Racing foot after foot, you run up the stairs and eventually make your way towards the master bedroom. As you as you get to the door, you start to rattle it to try and get in. It is also locked.
Devon, is everything okay?
You hear the mayor saying, "Help! Help!" And
I'm gonna
then suddenly the
force
sound
the
of
door.
then suddenly the sound of broken glass.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay. It's fine.
Now,
all right.
now I'm
Athletics
over the
check
door.
if you try to break open the door. A +2 if you are using the crowbar.
Yeah, I'm just going to ask before we start, because we'd have had a long rest by this point.
Ah,
Because we switched over it. Just so I can.
Yes, I'll add the long rest. Sorry, my apologies. Let me do that real quick.
I think I go down from wounded 3 to 2 then.
Yes.
Okay. I'll wait till you hit it though.
There we go. I should probably also get rid of these cultists, right?
I have 14 HP still.
There you go. I would say
Well,
that
I
you
need a
guys
couple
will.
days rest.
I'll say between you guys, you would have received healing
Oh yeah.
from.
Sandero barely used healing in the previous days.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You guys will have healed yourself by this point.
Okay.
You are still
So, yeah.
cursed. You are no longer
Good.
poisoned.
Yeah, so back to the new current one, right? I still lost I think it was 6 HP from the first time that Noel, or from when Misha
No, that
got
whole effect is gone now.
attacked. So I'm
Yep.
back to my max. Oh, okay.
Yep. You're back
So I'm
your
up to
max.
78 again.
It
Yay!
says 72. Oh no, that one. Oh
Right.
yeah. No. Yeah. Go back to 78 again. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I can change it
I'll change it. Hold on 1 second.
unless I can do it in combat, but yeah.
No, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a permanent thing or until, yeah, because I assumed it was just permanent. So
Oh, that's not right.
yeah, it would be in the max is what needs to be changed. Oh, I can do it in the, yeah. I just noticed the cog.
Yep, I got it.
So okay.
All right. So,
Thank
what do we get for our athletics check? We got a
I
20.
got a 20.
What level are you guys? 7?
7.
7, yeah.
20 is not going to do it.
Ah!
Hit the door. Do not break through.
That hurt a little bit because I'm still wounded. So,
Mhm.
Ouch.
Out of the way, Peyton.
Evander, you got this. Does it just
Alright.
kind of like limp back?
With the crowbar,
Okay, that's a +2.
prying the door open.
All
A
right.
25.
Easy done. The door breaks open. Just in time for you to see a figure who is by the broken window that seems to be wielding a silver axe. They leap from the second story down onto the ground. You do hear the sounds of whimpering coming from what looks to be a cupboard to or door to the it's a door to the ensuite of this bedroom that has several axe blows to this door.
Check on the mayor.
Yeah. Kamar,
Try
or I guess Cinderio could heal her too. I was gonna say we could probably just treat her wounds to close the wounds.
Well, you haven't
Got
found
through
her
the
yet,
door.
so
Yeah,
yep. So
she's
Cinderio-
behind the
Oh.
door, Peyton.
All right.
No, that I'm sorry. I thought she was on the floor still.
No, as I described.
No.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'm like
It's
thinking
okay.
about
Be in the moment.
100
You're
things
good.
at once.
You're good.
I know.
You're good. Yeah. Okay. So as far as the door is, as you can imagine, it is locked.
Yeah. Sandero will just say that guy didn't appear to be a ghost.
Can I just run to the window and see if I can see him? Still.
Sure. Navander, are you running to the window as well? I presume.
Navanda was going to give chase.
Okay, so you're jumping out the window, or you're heading down the
Yeah.
stairs?
Jumping down the window.
Out the window.
Uh,
Okay, make a reflex
How
save.
high are we?
As he does that,
Sorry, an acrobatics check. You are about 25 feet off the ground.
Can I do something cool?
Okay, yes, we'll go to something cool in a moment. Peyton, you're running
Yeah.
up to the window to look out.
Yeah.
Artemis, what are you doing?
if I see Navander going for the window,
Yep.
I will cast Time's Loose Arrow on him to give him an additional equivalent move action so he can move faster.
Sure, not a problem. All right, Nevander.
All right.
What do
I'd
you do
like
your
to
cool
do
thing?
something Cool. So as
Do your cool
Nevander,
thing.
Nevander's gonna rush out the window and he's gonna do like a swan. He's gonna like dive through the window like a swan dive. He's gonna touch his amulet and hopefully Maizu is gonna appear, who's going to catch him and then give chase.
He's gonna he's gonna Assassin's
Unfortunately,
Creed this.
unfortunately, Maizu does not have light speed or warp speed. So trying to catch you mid-flight from out of nowhere when they're not
We're
with you
back at the farm.
is in the impossible category.
I was gonna say,
Damn. Oh well.
isn't Maizu's in his pendant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, is Maizu in your pen? I thought
Yeah.
you stabled Maizu.
Let me roll it. Let me do a thing.
If Maizu's in the pendant, then yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Maizu would be independent.
Okay, not a problem. Yep, okay, cool. In which case, yep, you whistle and Maizu swoops out. Maizu picks you up, and then what?
Give chase to the guy that's on the thing.
Make a perception check.
Perception check. 22.
All right. He is on the run. He seems to be heading down the road.
Could I
What's your
make my
plan?
perception check then?
You don't need to. You can see him heading down the
Okay.
road.
Evander's
Got
just gonna follow him, see where he goes.
He sees you. He's
Yeah.
Are
It's
you
gonna be
just
a
flying?
chase.
Are you attempting to fly out of range? Are you following him? Are you going to approach
I'll be
him?
following him.
What
I'll
are
be
you
following
doing?
him.
So you just
I'll be following him from the air.
All right. How high up?
About, I think 20 feet would be safe.
All right. 20 foot up, you say?
That's what Evander would think.
Very well.
Chase music. I don't know.
Is that what I want? No, that's not what I want. Ooh, maybe this actually. Ooh. Are you what I need? No, you're not quite what I need. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Apologies.
Very good.
That's right. Take as long as you like.
I'll just do more chase music. Dun, 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 dun,
Thank
dun,
you,
dun,
Neil.
dun. Oh wait, that's the that's the Rocky piece. Dun, 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 dun.
That's only if we're doing a training scene immersion.
I know, that's the joke.
Aha!
Hmm.
I think this is. I think this is it. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, I got it. All right. So, as you are flying, this individual is going to. He's going to see you and try to kill you.
Ooh. I think that's how it usually goes.
It does. Okay. So, 2 actions, reflex save. Beautiful. Here we go. That is a critical failure, Navander.
Oh dang!
Amanda would like to do a reroll with a hero point, please.
I will jinx point you on that one.
That's fine.
Whoa!
All right. Because I like that you're chasing me, but I hate that you're chasing me. If that, you know. Okay.
Damn, he saw through my plan. How could he have?
So a critical failure. Wait, that can't be right. No, it's that. Okay, cool. So a critical failure. That is for you.
Oh no!
That is for Maizu.
Wait a second. Nope, Mozu takes
Whoa!
56 points of damage. Yep, she's not dying. It's just that it's tied
That's
to my
okay.
range.
Oh,
That is for you.
got it. I was like, wait a minute.
That
That's
is for
right.
Maizu.
Yeah.
That
So
is
now-
for you.
Oh shit!
Quick math.
That is for Maizu.
Perfect.
Ow! You got it right across the face.
So, before you are able to get a good view of what is happening, all of a sudden you watch as, with the swing of this axe that this person has, they point it in your direction, and a swarm of crows suddenly just flock and begin to tear and rip into you and Maizu. It hits you like a tsunami. All of these feathers, all of these beaks, everything just starts scratching and screeching and clawing at you. They claw at your eyes. They bite at your ears. You will take a significant amount of damage, and I need an acrobatics check from Maizu to stay upright.
Yes, acrobatics. She is okay at acrobatics, but not great.
Okay. Unfortunately, that will cause Maizu to take a tumble, meaning you are both going to take another 10 points of damage as you crash into the ground.
Yeah, easy done.
We are then going to go into initiative. Scenario, you're up first. As the mayor opens up the door, she seems to be in her morning attire. She appears to have been crying and the like. She basically asks you, it tells you, is he gone? Is he gone?
Yes. Looks like we got here just in time to scare him off. Navander's giving chase just now, but
Yeah,
She
everything all
hugs
right?
you. She says, "Thank God. If you hadn't shown
You
up,
look-
I'm pretty sure he would have killed me."
Did he nick you anywhere? Are you okay?
You're over by the window.
I know. I can still
They're in the
talk to
bathroom.
him.
You can't be in
Oh.
every scene, Peyton. Pick what you want to do.
Fine, I'll be at the window.
Good, because if you go and talk
Yeah.
to the mayor, you know I'm not going to let you go and join the fight, right?
Right.
Good. You want to join the fight?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll jump out.
So the healer continues to offer the support to this person.
Yeah.
Anything else you
Yeah.
wanna converse with?
Sandaro will just.
She does seem uninjured as well, by the way.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, I was kind of hoping with the door taking the brunt of the damage without getting through.
It did,
Uh,
yeah.
She'll try to emotionally calm her down by stroking her back, saying, like, "Just be glad that we noticed you hadn't turned up to the debate."
Well, you know what? I know I may only say this here and right now, but fuck my constituents. I need more people like you in my life.
but I'm also a bit surprised. Where's the rest of the household?
She says, I don't know, but I shudder to think.
Well,
I don't have many servants, just one old groundskeeper. I'm not that kind of mayor. I cook my own food. I clean my own bed sheets. Very independent.
Still think she might have had a secretary or something to help with the paper.
She does not. Okay.
But Sandero's next bit would just be basically to take her to chairs to try and calm her down.
All right. Next up, the enigmatic figure begins to make its way towards Navander. Navander, you can't see who this is. You struggle as you can hear the sounds of the axe blade moving closer towards you.
I was gonna say Nevada can't see much or anything at the moment.
Yeah. All right. Maizu's a combat mountain, isn't she?
Yeah. She's on like 12 hit points though. Nah, do it. Let's see what this guy has.
I mean, he could technically do it to both. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
If you've only got 12 hit points left, I feel like I actually don't need to do it.
Oh, no,
He is
has
gonna go.
12.
He is gonna go for Navander. The axe raises and comes down with a sickening thwack.
Ah.
Navander cops 40 points of damage.
Ow.
That would drop him, I think. Wait,
Will it?
let me do some math. Give me a minute.
It says you
how
have
much
11 hit
damage?
points remaining.
Well, if we were at max,
sorry,
you
11
took
hit points.
41.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So he took one action to move up, one action to hit
Okay.
you with his axe.
Do you want to
Crit
draw
card
a
as well,
critical
remember.
success card?
He what's that?
You want to draw a
Crit
critical
card.
success card?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I do want to draw a crit card.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Crit card. Give me a number.
Let's go 1, please.
A 1, eh?
Ooh.
All right. Slashing. That's not going to be relevant because that is to knock you prone and you're already prone. Lip cut. You must make a DC 5 check to cast spells or use verbal components.
Ooh.
Or to speak, you know. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Seeing as you were both that injured,
And can't guess.
he is going to grab you by the bottom of your chin, and he whispers something into your ear. He says, "From out of darkness, those you hold closest shall cut deep." And he drops you. And he continues to run away. Maizu bleeds. Oh, and critically fails. Jesus. If Maizu does not get immediate tension, Maizu will die.
Yeah.
Peyton.
Does Navander also have bleed?
Navander does also have bleed.
Yeah.
Peyton, you're up.
All right. I think at this point, I just yell across the hall. I'm gonna go after Navander. He might need some help.
Sure. I mean,
Here,
not
Cole,
shouted
take a
out
lunch.
Yeah, not shouted out that Vander's down or anything like that. So he's just off to support. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'll see what I can do and help. And I'm going to climb down the side of the building.
Make a athletics check. Yep, you managed to climb down the side of the building. Takes a bit of time.
And then I'm gonna run in
But
the
you get there.
direction that I saw Navander fly.
Yep, you could see both Navander and Maizu both down. I'll say it'll take a one action to get down. No, because you got to move at half speed. So 2 actions to get down, 1 action to get across to where they are.
Okay. So that would be my turn then.
That is Artemis. You're up.
So I can see that Navander has fallen, right?
Yeah. No, you saw the crash. I mean,
Okay.
actually, no. Let's say no because you would have been in the room rather than by the window. Well, with everyone gathered around the window and whatnot.
Would we have seen the swarm of crows?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess, yeah, you would have been kind of far.
I guess I'd spend 1 action moving to the window.
Yeah. So now you can see Navander and Peyton and etc. etc. etc.
I'm gonna see if I can spend a hero point to do this.
I'm listening.
Clocking that Evander has fallen out the window,
Mm-hmm.
and there is nothing I can do about that.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a person just over there that can.
Yes, that's true.
So I want to turn to Cinderio,
Mm-hmm.
stretch out the entire timeline until I find one where she is closer to the window, cast Temporal Twin to bring that one to me, and then Hero Point to cast. Oh, that's me only. Damn it. Yeah, it's me only. Because I wanted to cast Time Jump to allow the person to get 2 additional move actions to get down to Navander. And then
Okay.
have the Temporal Twin action.
Well, I
to
think
cast
rather
heal.
than breaking the multiverse and giving alternate versions of Cinderella and potentially making it so that we eradicate the character that's been in the game since day one, I think rather than that, what we could potentially do is allow you to create a small temporal vortex around Cinderella to give them the ability to have 2 free move actions as per your spell ability. Is that correct?
Well, the more important thing was to give the Temporal Twin so that they could actually cast a heal spell. Oh, healing is 2 actions, isn't it?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. Yeah, so I will.
I mean, which will
Yeah,
which will still be helpful getting them to move. 2 free movements still going to get them quite a way.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll
Right.
use the hero point to change Time Jump from being me to being Cinderio.
Yep, easy done. All right, Cinderio,
Okay.
you will now get to cross and move following. Oops, I think I accidentally got the wrong hero point on. There we go. You will be able to move across and help out your friend in due time. Okay. Navander, you're down. You're blind.
Right. When does dying rolls happen?
When you get to your next round after you hit 0.
Okay. So Maizu is at 0 already.
So Miza's already had their thing, so they've only just dropped.
Okay. Wonderful. Um,
But you have a few moments of fleeting consciousness.
yeah. Swearing. Navanda will take out a potion, hopefully. Hopefully it's the
Make
potion he
a-
wants.
Make a survival check.
Oh, survival. Lovely.
'Cause you are blind and you don't know what you put in your body. Okay.
As a reaction,
Oh my gosh, that'd be awesome. Okay,
I pull
sorry.
on the temporal threads, realizing that is not how that played out,
Mhm.
and I'll give Evander a reroll at a +1 as I use Guide the Timeline.
Jeez, Artemis.
I use this a lot on you.
All right, go for it.
It's even worse.
Actually, it's actually the same.
All right. So
Okay.
Navanda's going
So
to
hold
pull
on.
out.
Hold on, wait. I need you to roll for me, but I'm going to tell you what you need to roll.
Okay.
So 14.
I hope this happens. I kind of do.
18, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, roll me a percentage.
Gotcha.
48. Okay, so that is 4, Okay, that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. As you drink one of
No,
your holy
no.
waters.
No, Navandel's going to share, give that to
Oh, Maizu?
Maizu.
Ah, very well. Maizu drinks
Oh.
some holy water.
Yeah.
Turns Baizu into a goblin.
All right. So yeah,
All right,
just some,
Maizu, are you feeling any better? Maizu. Oh, crap.
as you call out for Maizu, you then go down.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof.
And also critically fail your bleeding out check. Okay. Sindariel, now having suddenly accelerated yourself closer, you can see basically 2 move actions and you'll get to Navander and Maizu.
Even from inside?
Presuming you didn't climb down the side of the building, you went inside. 1 action to get out of the room and down, 2nd action to get to the front door, and then 2 actions to get to right where they are.
Okay. Okay, so how many actions do I have left?
1.
These. 1. Oh. Now, given the Vander had just tried to feed Maizu some potion, can I petition a hero point for this one?
I'm listening.
Well, Cinderella has some healer's gloves, which have the effect to be able to heal.
Sure.
Could she put 1 hand on each person so they both benefit from the effect?
Sure, I don't mind that for a hero point.
Okay. Which means you will both heal 12 points, and it does classify as magical healing for the effects of bleed and all that sort of stuff.
All right. It'll get rid of the bleed, but you will still be blinded for a while at least. All right. We'll go out of combat at this point in time as the others will catch up. Navander, you slowly begin to come to, realizing that you have been healed after bleeding out.
Navander will reach out, feel the feathery plume of Maizu. Make
Maizu
sure
is
that
breathing.
she's still breathing.
Yep.
Good.
Maizu is breathing.
And as he looks at you, Sindari, you see that there's blood like pouring. Well, not pouring, but there's like red droplets from his eyes. I feel warm. Scenario, is that you?
Who do you think it'd be, Peyton?
Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you.
I heard that, as I think I'd at least thrown up then at this point.
All right. Peyton, do you just stop when you get to Navander and Maizu?
Yeah, I want to make sure they're okay. I see his bag is open.
You also don't know how Cinderio got there so quickly.
Yeah, that's weird. I will ask questions later, but Navander, do I have permission to go into your bag?
Also, Peyton, we're out of initiative. There's no rush for stuff. Just FYI.
It looked like
as in
he wanted his potions.
No, but as in your healer is currently doing the healing thing.
Okay.
Are you the person on support and recovery at present?
I'm just trying to help.
Are you the person who has just learned the value of focusing on yourself instead of other people?
Yes. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
We don't want to go back into the same old habits, you know.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Navander, what happened?
I didn't see anything.
I saw a flock of birds attack me. How's the mare? Kendra, is she okay?
Just look to
Uh,
Cinderio.
She's shaken, as you might imagine. Physically unharmed, at least as far as I could tell.
Novanda relaxes into Maisie.
Emotionally damaged might be a bit different, but but I feel like that's almost a rite of passage for being really close to us at this point in time.
As long as she's fine, as long as she's okay physically, mentally, emotionally, people can recover from.
You said a
That
flock
person-
of crows attacked you?
Crows.
It's actually called a murder.
Yeah, a murder of crows attacked me. Almost murdered me, in fact. Had a silver axe. I couldn't see the face. I didn't hear. I heard the voice though. I heard the voice. Maybe I'd recognize it. Maybe not.
Make a perception check.
No, I didn't recognize the voice. I don't think.
Okay. Well, what other time have we been attacked by a flock of crows?
Do you want me to count them out of my hand?
No.
At least one more Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, go see the Mayor Kendra, make sure she's okay, and send someone down to the thing. Send someone down to the square. See if you can postpone the thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, Peyton will head back to the mansion and see if he can find someone on the way to send word to the town.
Looking around, you find the groundskeeper hacked to pieces by an axe.
Ah.
This was his keys are also missing.
Keys?
Keys for the house.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
That's why the
that's how they
doors were
got
locked
him.
from the inside.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll go to Artemis and explain to him what's happened. Artemis, we need.
You're filled in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Feel enriched by its knowledge.
We need to find someone to go into town to tell them what's been going on, or we need to. But someone needs to stay with Mayor.
Well, I'll tell you what. Being relatively
Never.
new to the town and no one really knowing who I am, you being from the town, may I suggest you head and explain what's going on, and I will help the mayor prepare.
Okay. I will do my best. Thank you for watching her, and I'm gonna run off to town.
All right. You run off to the town. Meanwhile, the mayor is getting ready. Cinderio, you're treating Navander. Artemis, you're making sure that no one comes back for the mayor. Eventually, Peyton, as you arrive through the bustling crowd of people during the festivities, the debates and the talks have already begun. Now, ladies and gentlemen of this here fine constituency, I must say that I am most displeased that my honorable opponent couldn't even find it upon themselves to show up in order to engage in this here friendly banter amongst the mental giants supposedly in charge. But I feel as though, perhaps, that this is very commonplace for the mayor to simply not be able to respond in kind when matters simply extend beyond that of her capacity. Now, I do not think that Mayor Kendra is a bad person. I don't think that at all. She is one of these civilians. She is one of the people. Am I right? Yeah. Am I right? Yeah. Well, I simply propose that Mayor Kendra was simply born into a role that she did not well suit. Her father, her pappy, he was a great mayor. Grandpappy also a great mayor, but does that mean that Kendra is going to be a great mayor? I don't think so. Myself, however, I have run a number of very, very functional and very successful mercantile businesses on a number of different cities. So I know how commerce works. I know how to build and grow. I know how to expand civilization as well as any temple of Abdaran priest can tell you. I tell you that much for sure. Can I get a hallelujah? Hallelujah! No, I don't know. I was getting into the southern thing.
Am I there now?
Yeah. You're pushing through
Okay.
the crowd as this guy's talking.
Because I always forget the rig of ventriloquism. Am I able to whisper using it, or is it just kind of just talk?
I mean, yeah, you can.
Okay.
You mean it's basically you. Think of it like you literally throwing your voice. Like your lips don't
Okay.
move, but your voice emanates from somewhere else. The volume, the pitch,
Okay.
whatever. If you do a funny
So I
voice,
think-
it'll come out as a funny voice. You know.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. All right. So I'll probably I'll write that into the item just so I don't forget then. I will whisper into what was it, range 30 or just where I can see?
Just tell me what you're doing.
I want to whisper into the mayor's ear.
Oh, the
and
mayor's
just
here.
say,
Okay, yep.
Yeah. And just say that Mayor, it's Peyton. Can I get a quick word?
Peyton.
Maybe a small break.
Oh, Peyton, are you in the crowd? Peyton, come on up here. Y'all don't need you don't need to stand on ceremony. Come on up here, folks. Can we get a round of applause for our friend Peyton? It's a wonderful individual. He is one of the proud supporters. When I first came into town, let me tell you something. When I first came into the town of Sandpoint, who do you think welcomed me? You reckon it was the guards at the gate? No, sirree, it was not the guards at the gate. They wanted to check my papers, made sure that I was here. You want to know who helped me out? It was this man and his friends what done saved my wagon from being torn up by goblins and gremlins and what's on that dirt road and helped me get to this here town here. As far as I'm concerned, this man is beyond reproach, so I will have you know that this man here is a very, very firm ally of the mayoral office, and I'll have you know that in the light of the tragedies that happened, this man here has my utmost trust, and I will excuse myself in begging the pardon of this fine city that my friend, our friend, Peyton, needs my attention right now. He steps away, and a lot of people are like cheering. He's like, wow, this guy's really fucking cool. Holy, look at me. He's so down to earth. He's just like me. And he goes, now, my friend Peyton.
Even taking a minute to just talk to the people instead of doing this debate. Oh, we're truly a man of the people.
And Peyton's already calling him mayor, And he puts his hand on your shoulder. Now, Peyton, before y'all unload your, what you got to say to me. How are you? You doing all right, son?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah? Do you need anything? Do you want a water? Can we get a water here for Peyton for us? Guy comes up with a glass of water here. You have one of these. You look like you run a long way. You're covered in the sweat and stuff.
I actually just and I ran from the mayor's house, like whispering.
I mean, I'd be running from the mayor's house too if I had to listen to her all night. But
that's what I came to talk about.
Oh yeah, what are you talking about here?
Are we away now, or?
I mean, he's kind of turned away from the audience. He's not addressing them, but you're
okay. So at this point, just to make sure, I will whisper into his ear again, just kind of be like,
"Oh, it's I didn't realize it was a whispering conversation." All right, here we go. I'm listening.
Mary Devon was attacked. She was getting ready. We found her being attacked by an axe.
Well, I'll be
guy.
By an axe.
Well, not by an axe. There was an axe-wielding man.
An axe-wielding man attacked the mayor in their own house? Well, look, thank you for bringing this to my attention, Peyton. You are truly a good friend. Is the mayor all right?
Yeah, we managed to catch her just in time. And Cinderio's looking after her. Navander took chase. He actually is like worse for wear.
Oh, no.
But he's also okay.
Oh, not Navander.
Blinded for a little while.
Well, did you manage to apprehend the villain?
We just wanted to make sure Navander was all right first, but he took off towards the town. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just say he took off towards the town.
I see. Well, don't you worry. You just leave this with me.
found-
I'll make sure
went-
this is taken care of, Peyton.
I went, and then I'll say I went to find someone to come tell you instead before I came, but the groundskeeper in pieces.
The groundskeeper. The
his keys
groundskeeper's
were
also
broken.
dead. Oh,
Yes.
that poor man.
So I think Mayor Devon is getting ready, so she will be making it. But can you just hold off so she can make it here? We're gonna try to see what's up.
Well, look, I'm afraid I can't do that, Peyton. It seems as though things in this town have gotten a lot worse than I had originally anticipated. But, your support and your honesty, it's not lost on me, and I hope you know that. Hope you and your friends know that, you've got a friend in the mayoral office. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
No.
He grabs you by the shoulders and moves you around to face everyone. Ladies and gentlemen of the town of Sandpoint, I've just learned that, unfortunately, my honored opponent has been attacked in their own home by an axe-wielding maniac. One who, I'm afraid, I have been all too aware of since the rise of these strange and mysterious serial killings that have plagued this town. My friend Peyton here, him and his friends went to go and get the mayor this morning and were confronted and attacked. You see the people are like, oh my God, this thing. And that will not stand. Worse still, it is my grievous displeasure to have to inform you that the man in question,
Yes, man.
This man in question managed to escape the mayoral house, killing the old man in charge of the grounds, and is now hidden among our populace. Immediately there's a rush of, oh my God, whisper, 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 mutter, mutter, mutter. But listen, I do not want us on some kind of mad witch hunt. I do not want us accusing neighbors and neighbors of being criminals. That is not how we, the good people of Sandpoint, deal with adversity. No, sir. Maybe it was the days of Kendra Devon and her lot that allowed the court of public opinion to take charge, but no longer. If you vote me for mayor, I will solve this issue right here, right now. The silence. Well,
Just look at the mayor.
don't look dumbfounded. Y'all know what you gotta do. Who would like to nominate me, Nathaniel Cookshank, as mayor of this fine and honorable city? You watch as people start slowly putting their hands up. Some people start clapping. More people start clapping. This is pretty much a unanimous, like the whole town is rising up. He goes, well then, allow me to induct myself into the mayoral office with my first official decree, and that is I am now officially going to be dissolving the Sandpoint militia. No longer will we have to rely on neighbors and neighbors to protect us. Because who are we protecting if we rely on our very neighbors to be the ones doing the protecting? No, sir. We have a sheriff. We have a department specifically dedicated to the protection of this town. We should not be relying on adventurers. And it is that which I would like to then introduce my good friend, Sebastian Cross of the Hell Knight God.
Oh gosh.
And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Uh-oh. Oh,
Now, for those of you who don't know who the Hell Knights are or what they are a very lawful order of knights. They are a no-nonsense, self-regulating militia. And despite their very scary names, some of them are pretty bad. Some of them are actually not so bad. But this is a Hell Knight, for those of you who wish to have a look. There we go.
This is the same cookie that's from hell.
There we go. These are some images of Hell Knights, for example.
Yeah.
This is a Hell Knight Brigade. Actually, you know what? That's what you see showing up. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. That's what you see rocking up. Just these armored soldiers.
Does he say which Hell Knights they are?
Yeah. All depends which order they are.
Well, that is going to be what, because this was actually the change that happened from our secret menu item. So, Cookie, you are going to be the one who decides which Hell Knight order this order happens to be from. Now, the only one that I'll say we won't be doing is we won't be doing the order of the, I think it's the Pike, whichever one's the kidnappers. We won't be doing the one who specializes in being detectives. Well, yeah, so basically there's an order of Hell Knights who specifically look into missing people. And that's all they do. They just, try to find missing people who've been kidnapped and stuff like that, and then bring them back. We're not going to go there, but, there's Order of the Nail, who are very, we are building civilization wherever we go. We're maintaining law and order. We fight rebellions. We put down people who are insurrectionists. Then you have the Order of the Scourge, which are basically people who hunt down barbarians and people who don't believe in civilization. You've got Orders of the God Claw, who are the religious ones who worship all of the gods of law. You've got Hell Knights of the Order of the Rack, who hunt down spellcasters and, kill evil witches and hags and stuff. There's lots of orders there, so whichever order that you would like, that is the order that will now be moving in and taking over. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing. It'll really depend on the order and how the group goes through stuff. But here are some extra bits and pieces. Navander, as you are being treated to by Sindera, your eyes and Mayu's will definitely heal in a short length of time. Few hours, couple of stitches, you'll be okay. Artemis, as you are looking around, you notice that there are footprints leading into the city. Ghosts do not leave footprints. More importantly, you can immediately identify that these shoes are quite expensive shoes. They're not muddy, miserable booties or anything like that, but they are quite fancy, sole-lined, cobbled custom shoes.
Can I get a rough size?
You can get a rough size. I'm not going to tell you what it is because they change country to country and stuff like that. But let's just say that you're aware of the size. Sure.
They're large of feet or small of feet or something like that.
Yeah. But there you go. That is something to look forward to. The new order of Sandpoint is now one ruled by the Hell Knights.
Yep. A new order for the new year.
Yeah, new order for the new year. There you go. Perfect. So yeah, when we come back, we'll be dealing with a lot of that stuff. So stay tuned because more of that stuff will be very, very cool. That'll be a lot of fun. But that brings us to the end of today's game. And the last game of this one for the year.
Yeah.
Very, very exciting. Now, of course, as I like to remind people as well, we do have two more games, well, potentially two more games this weekend. Well, we have Pray for Death and Gatewalkers. We are a few people down for Gatewalkers already, so Gatewalkers may get cancelled. But if it does, I might turn that into the first of the Dag Reads streams as well. So, just stay tuned on that one. Pardon me. In the meantime, however, guys, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. Be sure to join us next week when we will be reading Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas book story. Because I want to know what people think. Do people think this is a Christmas story or a Halloween story?
Both.
I do need a nap. Yes. I think this is. I think this is a Christmas story because it is set after Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's how I feel. That's that. Yeah. I feel because it's set after Halloween. Halloween is over. It's got Halloween themes, but it's not a Halloween book. And then these two.
On a Halloween.
And then these two are what we're going to follow it up with Hour of and Long Live the Pumpkin Queen, which are the sequels to the original book. So yeah, I'm not sure what order it is.
It's like a Halloween saint learning about Christmas.
I think it's this one first. I think it's the Hour of the Pumpkin Queen first, then Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. I think I'll have to Google it. Oh wait, no, it's it's this way. Because this one
It's
came out in
not
2023,
Daria.
and then this one came out in 2025. So it has to be that way.
Rotaria said, "Split the difference. It's Thanksgiving."
It's a Thanksgiving book. Yeah, no, that's fair. Wait, that makes no sense because this is in 2024. What?
Some books tag might have it on the order on the first page.
Oh, you're right. No, it does not.
No,
Nope, I'll have to Google it.
No.
But I'll make sure to read it in the right order. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm going to read Nightmare Before Christmas first, and the other two can read afterwards, because I want to read Nightmare Before Christmas first, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, we're going to be
Yeah.
going. Guys, as always, stay safe, stay wonderful, be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And as always, game hard, or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye.
Bye.